Does your life feel like same old, same old? That's a sign that you're going through life without a clear direction. Watch this video to learn 3 steps that will help you come alive. Hi, I'm Honey Barga and I'm the CEO of Joyville. Joyville is a network of professional health coaches helping you live your healthiest and most joyful life. What thoughts come to your mind as you reflect on the year so far? I believe your answer to this question can be quite telling, a telling reflection about how satisfied you are with your life. My hope is that you are beaming, feeling excited about the many experiences you've had so far. It could be evenings of laughter you had with friends and family. It could be a school performance of your daughter, a vacation that you took with your family, a new skill you learned, or an old hobby that you pursued. Whatever it is that gives you that feeling that you are living, loving, and maybe even making a difference in the world. If you shrug at this list and you're wondering on what planet I live on, please do me a favor, keep watching, because it's likely a sign that you're just going through life without a clear direction, and we can fix that. I don't want you to wake up every morning and then go through the same routine every day and nothing ever changes. Allow me to share a few tricks. And the first trick, and the most important one, is that you got to realize that to come alive is for you to take control of your own life rather than allowing for the rest of the world to control it for you. What this means is that unless you plan the type of experiences you want, everyone else will fill in every waking minute of your day with their needs. I'm not proposing that you ignore everyone else, but what I am proposing is that you become clear of what it is that you want, why you want it, and to create a plan to do it. Okay, so let's break this down. The 3 steps, we talked about 3 steps. The first step to coming alive is to ask yourself what kind of feelings you want to experience more often in your life. Are you looking to feel more joy in your life or more love? Are you looking to feel a sense of achievement maybe, or a sense of adventure? How about the feelings of romance, serenity, hope, awe, to be in awe with the world, or amusement? Or do you want to feel more often proud of who you are and therefore want to give back to the community? Okay, maybe pause the video right now and go back to all of these emotions just one more time and see which of those resonate most with you, or maybe others. Select 2, maybe 3 emotions that you want to nurture and experience more often in your life. Now, the second step is all about brainstorming how you can create more of those feelings in your life. Take a notepad and a pen or your iPad, whatever you use, and go to a quiet place where you won't be interrupted and let the pen fly or your fingers over the keyboard. Ask yourself, how can I create more of this emotion in my life? Write down all of your ideas. No filter, no judgment. A great place to start is often to look into your past. When did you experience these emotions before? Maybe in your childhood, or when you were single, or when you were married but you maybe didn't have kids. But it could also be a completely new way to experience your desired emotion. Remember that often the magic is found in the small things. Think of different ways to create these emotions in, let's say, less than a minute, or less than 10 minutes, or an hour, or a day. Because sometimes you only have 10 minutes, and sometimes you may have a day, or just an hour. Also, think of ways to create those feelings when you're either alone versus if you are with friends or your family, or even with strangers. Think about all these different areas. You want to hear a few ideas? Okay, let's just say you want to bring more joy into your life. You could For example, call on one of your good friends once a week and tell him or her that you love them and why. These 10-minute calls that you once make to one friend and once to another, I mean, they can put not just a smile on their face, but really also on yours. You could do a dance class, go to a dance class, or maybe even have a dance party in your own living room, which I like doing often. You definitely find more joy going to the comedy club, or how about playing board games with your family? I always love doing that with my sister and her family. For some, it's gardening or playing an instrument or pursuing another passion of theirs like photography. Okay, let's see. How about we talk about ideas that give you more of a sense of adventure? You could get in the car on a sunny Sunday afternoon and drive without knowing where you're heading. I actually do this a few times. You just want to follow your intuitions. You take left and you take rights whenever it feels right. And when I do this, I mean, sometimes I end up 30 miles away and I just sit in the coffee shop and I'm happy and turn around again. I feel like I've done something that day. The key is though to change things up. So you could also sign up for a subscription box, for example. Each month you would get a box full of new surprises. Or how about something as simple as sitting at a different spot in church and having a conversation with one person sitting close to you that you never spoke to before. Those of you more adventurous may look at booking a trip to some new destination without maybe even booking a hotel room. Not planning every detail can bring unexpected, beautiful adventures into your life. If you like more thrill, you might even want to go go-kart driving or climb some ridiculously high mountains. It's just about thinking what you feel nurtures your soul and that emotion you're looking for. I love doing these brain exercises, so make sure to give it a try. And also go ahead and, you know what, check in the notes. I will put in an article that includes other ideas for other emotions that we have written, and so you can explore those as well. Remember that life doesn't require hours and days out of your busy routine to find zest for life again. Living life is about injecting small moments of new experiences every day. All right, now you have ideas and you've decided what you want to do. Third step, you need to narrow them down and start planning them. After brainstorming, you may have some ideas that you feel are more enticing to you than others on the list. But you know what? Don't shy away from stepping out of your comfort zone. I once listened to Elizabeth Gilbert at an event, and she said, living within your comfort zone is a sure way of a flatline life. And I couldn't agree more with her. I find there are two effective ways to plan your ideas into a week. One is to schedule a set time into your calendar. For example, to remember calling one of your friends every week. You may just, let's say, do that on every Tuesday evening, and that sits on your calendar. But some things you can't plan out, and that's okay, as you know, otherwise things become more routine, and as much as we like routines, having too many routines kind of becomes boring again. The way I solve for that is that I'm having time blocked out every week to see what I may want to plan for in the coming weeks and months. Sometimes it's a simple thing like an email from Ticketmaster that reminds me to explore new musicians and artists, or I look at my own list that I just created and brainstorm and start putting ideas into action. I invite you to put time on your calendar right now to remember, and make sure that it is a reoccurring reminder on your calendar that you will never forget in the future. Now, with all your new experiences, I find that having a calendar in my kitchen where I write down every one of those lived experiences is a wonderful way to remember how much fun you had that year. You remember your laughters, what made you feel good, and most importantly, you will feel like you have lived life. Do you want to help planning your life? Let us be your guide, helping you create a vision of you living your healthiest and most joyful life, and allow us to lead you along the path every step of that way. just give us a call at 1-866-JOYVIL, or you can go to our website, which is joyvil.com, where you can schedule your free discovery session right there. That's JOYVIAL.com. Remember that you can also get your daily tip on staying stress-free and happy in our social media channels. You can look for JOYVIL on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Just start following us there. If you have any questions, certainly leave us a comment right in the notes below. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you next time. Ciao.